Today is Friday, March 16th. Gene Perry here with the Freehands Academy. Coming at you today with Freehands Friday number 92. And we'll talk a little bit about what's going on kind of in the stickosphere and talk about things that are coming up. And right now I'm in my second week of trying out some new hardware, the P120 mic and a pair of SJ6000 webcams. And so I'm getting used to using open broadcast service or system. And, so far, so good. And I'm going to record the program this week as opposed to trying to stream it. So my first week as a YouTuber was super exciting. But really, I'm kind of glad it's over because the quality really suffered. So we're going to kind of do a little do-over that. So tip of hat to stickists and friends that kind of point that out to me. What are we doing this week? Well, week 92, what is it? It's the atomic number for uranium. It's a pentagonal number. You can look that one up. That's pretty cool, the way these patterns. I'm sure Steve Pagano will enjoy that, all the patterns that come along with that. I saw a great Pablo Spalletti video. So he's actually really fun to follow if you're not doing that on Facebook already. He's got great videos and just a really consistent player. I like listening to him play. Dale Ladisher was on Every Friday podcast. I think that was about 2 weeks ago. So if you didn't catch that, it's kind of great. I think she was the person that kind of coined the phrase, the Chapman stick is the Rubik's Cube of instruments. And I would have to agree with her. It's definitely just that. So episode number 117, it's about 43 minutes long. And Dale's really fun to listen to. Dale, as you know, is an educator, performer, and a player, and an activist. And so, and also like a really good stick player, songwriter, vocalist, all that stuff rolled up into one. What else? Rodrigo Serrao is the featured stickist on stick.com. So if you haven't heard of him, you live in a cave. If you have heard of him, you know that he's really a wonderful person and a great player. So Greg did a great interview with him on stick.com. And so if you haven't already checked that out, you should. Let's see what else. I saw a really funny video, Chicka Chicka Boom and Billy Boom. They did the habanera aria from Carmen. So if you're a fan of Bizet, you know that one. Ba bum bum bum. Right? And so they did a really funny version. And I think it's out on YouTube. You can find that. What else? Josh had a good bit on walking bass lines. So if that's something that you're looking to do, Tap Theory is always a good resource for that. And I think that's it for news. Let's get into playing. So Rob on the Stickus was talking about doing an invention. And I think that the first invention is a great place to start. So at least for the next about 10, maybe 12 minutes, what we'll do is we'll pick away at the first section of Invention number 1 by Bach. So I'm using my new stick, which is a 10-string graphite, and I'm playing through a QSC K12, and I'm just using a straight TRS cable and no effects. So I'll play you what we're going to learn today, and then we'll start having a go at it. Okay. So here's the first part. Rearrange my headphones here. Okay. Okay, so that's the first part. And basically, the first measures just C, Ionian, and then your left hand's going to kind of repeat the phrase, and you're going to outline kind of a 5 chord in your right hand. So I'm going to isolate the right hand first. Let's just take a look at that and play that all the way through, and you can play along with this. So I'll play it 2 times. with commentary on the second time. So let's take a look. It's a little bit odd without the left hand. You know, it's like getting to the party and you're like the only one there. Let's try it again. Okay, so pretty easy there. Just walking up C Ionian, and then you're outlining that 5 on the root 7 and 2. And then you're moving up to the G. Right, so same pattern, but now you're starting on the 5 quality. So G, A, B, C, D, B, G. What is that, D? It's D. And then you're playing the 5, 4, 5, 3. Right, so you're playing the G, F, G, E. So. Okay, right hand's done, right? We did that in like 2 minutes. So let's look at the left hand, okay? Okay, so it weights that first measure. And now you've got your C in the bass, and your E up on top. So bear with me as we work through the left hand here, because I'm not used to playing it unaccompanied, and it often sounds pretty rough sometimes, so just bear with me. So with the left hand on that second part, we're going to play and then now I'm moving my left hand up a little bit further on the neck, just so I can be ready for this next section. And I'll kind of give you a peek ahead into what that next section is. So it's really great because you're just, in your right hand, you're going to be moving this way, and in your left hand, you're going to be walking up. And at each opportunity, it's a great introduction to how to work with fifths in the bass, which is really one of my favorite parts of the stick. Okay, so let's look at that. Let's try that last part again. Ah, shame. One more time. Shame. right? And then we'll get into that bass section a little later. So that's kind of a rough idea of how that sounds and how that works together. It it just takes some practice, and what's really great in these sorts of situations is to find someone that you can work with and kind of pair up. I've had a lot of luck in working with in kind of like a Bach stick club with Claire and with Vic, and so we kind of you know keep each other in check and try to have some progress to show for each other each week, and that's been a real inspiration. So right, you don't want to like be the only one with like something not to show. So kind of a quick window into what I'm learning is the Invention number 8 in F major. So you'll recognize now. I'm going to play this one very slow, and again, this is still in beta, if you will. So not part of the live repertoire yet. Right, and then so we're making some progress on that one. Still pretty far out on the first section, but hoping to get that put together maybe before June. I think that's a realistic timeline. Some things that I've got coming up is so I was fortunate enough to win the JPL's Got Talent contest show. If you didn't know, I work at JPL NASA and have been there for about a year and a half. I'm a enterprise applications engineer. So that's what I do. If you see me or my posts, all the fanboy stuff about spaceships and whatnot, you know that I am a fan, and I really enjoy what I do. And having the opportunity to come there and play music and then actually in a competition and win it was a real thrill. So there were other fabulously talented people there. One gentleman in particular that played acoustic guitar really, really well, and so he was playing classical, and it's really nice. There were magicians and dancers and people doing fashion, so a wide swath of people that were competing. It just so happens if you roll into a place that is big on innovation with the Chapman stick, kind of got an edge. So I played clocks and it was fun. And I'm curious to think of or what I should play. So if you have comments or suggestions about that, let me know. Let me know in the post. Let me know on my Facebook page or whatever. Call me up. I don't know what to play. I'm trying to figure it out. I might try to write something. That'd be fun too. I'm going to ask Emmett and the staff of Stick Enterprises to come out. So we'll see if he takes me up on it, because I've been asking him for a long time. Hey man, why don't you come out to JPL, come visit us? Wouldn't it be cool? Like we have a great time. You can see the lab, Mars Yard, Mission Control, all that stuff. If you're in and around the LA area, look me up. Sometimes we swing by, do a tour. What is it? The descent module of the Mars 2020 rover is in full view out in the high bay. So that's pretty cool. You get to see that, and I'll see if I can post a picture or two of that, maybe have that for next week. I still haven't set up my screen share with OBS yet, but at some point I'll get to that. Let's finish up with the Invention. I think that's enough for the first week. So I'll just quickly review what we're doing here. So first, 8 measures of Bach's Invention in C. I'll play it 2 times through, second time with commentary. That was a little sloppy. So all right. So we're right in at around 15 minutes, and so I'll probably wrap it up for right now, and trying to have fresh content every week for you for Freehands Friday, and then also have something that we can collectively learn. I still have to learn Mad World, which is such a cool song, and the song of the month, the concept and idea is so great. So, Rob, I'm totally in line with what you've got going on there. It's a lot of fun. I think that's it for right now for this week, anyways. I'll save the video and post it up and see how we do. Thanks again for all your comments and for tuning in. I hope that you have a great Freehands Friday and a great weekend. You deserve it. Take care, and we'll see you next week.